Hi everyone, welcome back to Pine Hollow out of Diagnostics. Today we have a Duramax, a 2005 GMC that drove here 5 hours away from upstate New York, western New York. Now the truck originally is from Florida. It has a lot of life left in it, only 110,000 miles, but it's having a problem. The owner tells me that a couple years ago, this thing caught on fire. So he said the block heater shorted out, Eugene, and then everything went up in flames.
Yep. So
the wiring harness was replaced, connectors, sensors, anything that was plastic, and then, you know, the hood. And then the truck ran fine for about a year and a half, right?
Yep.
Okay. And then one day it just didn't crank.
It cranked, it wouldn't start.
It crank no start. And where did you find, Eugene, aftermarket remote start system?
Yep.
So you ripped that sucker out and then it fired right up.
Yep.
Okay. So problem's fixed, and it ran fine for how long after that?
Well, it's been running fine other than this problem. It was pretty much right away after.
Oh, okay. So when you took that system out, then the check engine light came on, and you started having communication codes with the transmission control module, the fuel injection module, the glow plug controller right back there, and the engine computer, which is right down here. Now the truck still ran halfway decent, it just wouldn't shift quite right. Right, I mean, it made it here, but it's having this issue.
Low on power.
Low on power. Yep. So it's not quite happy. You replaced the TCM. Now this is a remanufactured unit. Plugged it in. It was pre-programmed. No difference, right? So that's where we are. Now the truck is here, and we have to figure out what's going on with communication in this drivetrain system. Obviously, let's scan it for codes and see what codes are stored. Okay, so full code scan complete. We don't care about passenger presence system. So PS is powertrain system, and you can see TCM requested the malfunction indicator lamp P0700, and CAN bus reset counter overrun U0073. Okay, U0101 lost comm with TCM, and U0106 lost comm with glow plug control module. So that one failed, that one passed. So they're kind of intermittent with these communication codes. However, in the tree we don't see where's the transmission controller, where's the glow plug module, where's the fuel injection module. We just have PS, powertrain systems. So we're gonna have to do some research on the network layout. So the scanner can only talk to the engine computer. So let's enter into there and see if they're in the menu. Let's try that again. Here we go. So read fault code, and we can read codes from engine, transmission, active transfer case. So let's try engine. DTC information specific. Oh no, DTC information. So it says P0700, U0073, 01, and 106. Okay. Let's read the transmission trouble code. Why is the 0700 setting? And the transmission says lost communication with ECM. That's interesting. So the module's online, but they can't talk to each other. So we definitely need to look up the wiring diagram for this network layout. So we'll save the codes from the TCM separately, since that wasn't in the health report. There they are. Now let's do some research. Okay, wiring diagrams. This is the OE diagrams. I have them printed out. So you can see here at the DLC, the only communication pin is pin 2. So this is still a class 2 single wire vehicle. This is pre-2007. And if you see all the modules here, powertrain control module or engine control module. So the diesel, it's called an ECM because the TCM is separate. Now here we have transmission control module, but keep in mind you have to look at the RPO code. So M74, do we have M74? LLY M74, we do. So the TCM should be on the low speed network as well as, so M74, we should have this. So both modules can talk to the scanner, but how do they talk to each other? Let's keep scrolling here in the wiring diagrams. And we have this controller area network CAN. Transmission control module, fuel injector control module, glow plug controller, and ECM. So this is a 2-wire network now with 4 drivetrain modules tied together. And as you can see, these do not go to the DLC. This is a separate dedicated drivetrain network. So I have that printed out. So basically TCM is saying it cannot talk to ECM, and that happens on this pair of wires, yellow and dark green. Now there was also a code stored for in the ECM, let's see, lost communication with glow plug control module U0073. There's the glow plug controller. So here, okay, so right away I want to get an oscilloscope on these high-speed communication wires. Where is the easiest place to get to them? Well, all the modules are exposed, available. The TCM is, we took that out of the holder. So we can find C1 pins 29 and 32, yellow and dark green. Get a channel on each one, turn the key on, and see if the communication is okay or if there's something interrupting it. Alright, so we got the CAN high and CAN low wires probed. Just poked a couple holes. Hopefully no one gets upset about that. And this is on connector, this one right here, C108, pins C1 and B1. And with the truck off, we can measure the resistance across those, and it's actually 60 ohms. So we have continuity wherever the terminating resistors are. The network is continuous, but it doesn't mean it's not shorted to ground or harness rubbed through somewhere or touching a battery, battery positive. So let's take the ohm meter out and put 2 channels of the scope on these wires and see what the signal looks like. PICO scope is hooked up, ready to rock. Let's set it up on the laptop and also look at scan data, see if anything's interrupted while the truck is keys on or truck's running. Alright, so both channels, CAN high and CAN low, are starting at 0 volts. Let's turn the key on. Fire it up. No change. Key off. Okay, so when the key's on, it does look like we have some garbage. And key off, key out, and let it go to sleep. And then we'll zoom in. Okay, now we're asleep. So 3 pages of data. Alright, so here is the data when the truck is running, or no, when the key is on, and when it ran, it didn't change at all. So when the key's on, this thing is not happy. What about when the key is off? See data packets like that? So if we want to zoom in, let's run the scope again, bump down the voltages, and increase the sample rate, decrease the time base. So turn the key on again. See that crap in there? And now this is accessory and keys out. So let's just pause it there. Should time out pretty quickly. There we go. So right here, is it happy? Are we good? I still don't like that. We're at 2.2 volts instead of 2.5. Can high is going to 3.6. Okay, that's fine. Can low is going to 1.5. Okay, and then right here, when the key was on, complete garbage. Okay, so does this look like a wiring fault or a module fault? It sure looks like a module fault to me. So now the strategy is, can we eliminate, there's only 4 modules on this network, and we don't know where the terminating resistors are, but we can run the scope with the key on and just unplug one module at a time and see what happens to the signal. If it comes back and is perfect, we know that one of the modules, the CAN transceiver, is going bad. So this does not look like a wiring harness problem. So here's a zoomed in view of what's going on. I think here it looks like something's trying to talk. These messages are like repeat, 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 and this does not look like a good signal at all. You see the bias voltage is dropping off, and then here the bias voltage goes way up to 4, and then it tries to bring it back down, and then garbage again. So potentially, maybe one of the modules has a bad ground, that's possible, or power feed, but we need to figure out which module is affecting the CAN in this way. Alrighty, let's unplug the easiest thing first here. I'm going to start with this glow plug controller. We'll keep watching the screen. Ready? Oh man, that's a winner. Look at that beautiful, beautiful signal. Now, my question is that an OEM AC Delco unit, or is it some kind of aftermarket? I don't see any markings on it. That's our issue. So we can basically do our power and ground checks. Like, you know, if we plug it in all the way, will it mess with the signal all the time? Yes. I'm tweaking the connector. It's still bad. So only with the signal with this unplugged, and it's not even clipping in very well. It's just, it kind of slides in and doesn't clip on there. Let me try to plug it in all the way, see if that makes a difference. But right now we're looking at a bad glow plug controller. Alright, so this piece of garbage has absolutely no markings on it. It's probably the cheapest thing you can get on eBay or Amazon or wherever. It does not belong on this truck whatsoever. We need an OEM glow plug controller. And then we're going to reinstall the original TCM and make sure that the CAN is still good, that the truck drives fine, and then the owner will be on his way. So we got the original transmission control module plugged back in. Let's turn the key on, look at the waveforms, make sure we can clear the codes out. We still have a beautiful CAN, excellent. And let's just log in to clear codes, clear fault code, engine and transmission, they both clear at the same time. Yes. Okay, great. read fault code. So it might say lost communication with glow plug control module because it's unplugged, but it's not setting anything right now. So this truck should be happy. Let's reinstall everything, take it for a test drive. Alright, let's fire this bad boy up. Doesn't need glow plugs when it's this warm. So no check engine light yet. We'll read fault code right now and then we'll take it for a test drive. There you go, lost comm with glow plug control module. That's the only code left, as expected. Bad glow plug module. Alright, here we go. Let's give it a little acceleration. Run it through the gears. Oh, it's got some boost now. Smooth shifting. Steering is all over the place, but nice. Another beautiful late spring day. This is how much free play we have. Alright, junk aftermarket parts strike again. Classic scenario. If you have a scope, easy diagnosis. If you don't have a scope, impossible diagnosis. I mean, to be guaranteed, you need to see that waveform. And you need to know what a known good one looks like, what a known bad one looks like. This one was definitely bad. You unplug the faulty, the bad guy, back in business. So, thanks a lot for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.